Flatline.
Elderly man found down below the blood. What happened?
Vital stable, BP 100 over 70.
BP's crashing.
Go.
60 pounds. Whoa!
Good old name on the rapid accuser.
ER, Warner Brothers' critically acclaimed television drama series, returns for another season.
Somebody called for a surgeon.
Welcome back the familiar faces of Mark Green, Doug Ross, Peter Betten, John Carter, Carol Hathaway, Jeannie Boulet, and Carrie Weaver.
Guy next door's in trouble. Go. Go. And when I paid you 911, I want you out of breath when you show up down here.
This year promises more of the same award-winning intensity and intrigue, but with more emphasis on the personal trials of the men and women of County General Hospital.
Need some help here?
What we really wanted to do in the beginning of the third season is to take a look at what we already know about the characters and see what parts and areas and things about them that we don't really have much of a sense of.
Hi.
Did you page me, Mark?
Yeah, we have a patient in two who needs evaluating.
Okay. I'm looking forward to this evening.
Me too.
Green is now fully divorced, so he's actually trying to date again. He does it in a very green way, kind of backwards, I guess.
Mark, this is Polly Mackenzie, my old friend Polly Mark Green.
I know. Mark and I are seeing each other. We were supposed to have dinner tonight, but he came down with the flu, poor baby.
That's funny. I thought we were having drinks. Gee, was that drinks before or after the basketball game?
You're not sick.
I know, but I'm starting to feel a little nauseous.
It's great just because it's more opportunity for more interaction with different actors and different kinds of problems.
Takes your next. Thank you very much.
Where'd she come from?
Be a blood gas kit, so.
Where'd you find her, Doug?
My house.
What's her name?
I don't know.
With the Doug Ross character that George Clooney plays, we're really getting into the idea that at some point this man has to grow up.
Does it come as a big shock to you that I was intimate with someone who I've been less than soulmates with?
Doug, you didn't even know her name.
As the season starts, I'm not in a very good place. My character's in a very good place. As he's maturing into adulthood, he's finding out that the things that are cute when you're 22, like getting drunk and partying and chasing a lot of girls, isn't so cute when you're 35.
Later on, when she went back to your place, you never saw her take any drugs?
No, she went to the bathroom a couple of times.
In between?
Mm-hmm.
And at no time did she ask you to write her a prescription?
No.
You didn't give her just a little something to help her make it through the night?
No.
You're not that kind of guy?
No.
Cameras up. Here we go.
Slide, please. If you observe here, the attendant risk of leakage is
The comic relief provided by doctors Peter Betten and John Carter, played by Eric LaSalle and Noah Wiley, respectively, take a different turn this year as both doctors attempt to navigate difficult transitions in their private lives and careers.
Eric and I have hit just about every beat that you can hit. We've started off as a very much a drill sergeant private kind of relationship, and then the second season took on a lot of Laurel and Hardy kind of aspects to it.
Carter, put in a damn slide.
I can't. My apartment burned down. I lost the pathology slides.
The tables and the operative photographs.
Those two?
Noah and I both have been pushing for a little diversity, a little more complications, and I think towards the end of the season, that's where we start getting some very interesting meat to play with.
A month ago, you would have ripped my lungs out for going behind your back to another surgeon. Now you don't care about yourself. You don't care about your reputation.
We're now more like colleagues than we've ever been, but there's still a teacher-student dynamic to it.
Where's Dr. Hicks?
Oh, there's been a last-minute substitution.
Carter.
Don't worry, Dr. Benton. I'm going to take very good care of you.
I've officially graduated from medical school, so I'm a doctor, Dr. Jonathan Carter. He thinks he's got it pretty much, all squared away. The difference being is that now he's got to do all the procedures without any supervision whatsoever.
Okay, sinus.
BP 70 palp. Dopamine? Do you want dopamine?
I don't know. Somebody call a doctor.
You are the doctor.
The third season for Benton is just going to be a long process of him in some ways spiraling down.
So what you saying? You seeing somebody else?
Peter, you know, you and I, we've known each other for a very long time. I never expected you to marry me. I never expected a damn thing from you. You care about you. And that is the way it has always been. But you know, it's comforting, really. It's one of the few constants in my life.
A lot of the professional challenges that he is faced with, a lot of personal challenges that he's faced with, get the better of him.
Why did I find 3 stitches in there?
Because I was
I'll
trying
tell
to
you
get...
why. Because you arrogantly and blindly think you have all the answers. If that baby dies, it'll be my responsibility. But it'll be your fault.
Dr. Keaton, she's crashing.
I think he realizes that being the best isn't necessarily the best thing.
I need some help with this tape.
Okay, I got it.
Who's on the infuser?
I'll get it, just a sec.
We really want to spend some time with the Hathaway character that Juliana Margulies plays and looking at why she ended up being a nurse. The expectations that she feels were put onto her by her family have led her in a direction that she's not even sure she wanted to go in the first place.
Why didn't you ever tell me I could be a lawyer or a pilot or a damn astronaut?
You wanted to be an astronaut?
No, but I wanted you to tell me I could.
Fine. Go be an astronaut.
She finds herself sort of questioning why she never pushed herself harder. She's sort of, for the first time, focusing on herself.
In one compelling episode, Carol Hathaway is forced to rely on raw skill and ingenuity when caught in the middle of a robbery attempt at a neighborhood store.
It was the hardest thing as an actor I've ever done, because you have to focus so hard on being able to do all the technical part of it and still do your lines and still have the emotional content of the scene.
You do not want this man to die, okay? Now I need some help!
I was grateful for it, but I've never worked so hard in my life.
Scottish actor Ewan McGregor from the film Trainspotting guest stars in this episode.
Please, don't hurt him, don't hurt him!
I'm not gonna hurt him. I'm just gonna kill him.
He was so into his character, and he's such a brilliant actor, that it just brought new things to the table.
Now I'm gonna go over there and answer that phone. And I want to hear a little ping, ping, ping coming from this direction. I don't hear it, I'm most likely to turn around and shoot. Okay? Ping, ping, ping. Action!
Also returning for another season is Gloria Rubin as physician assistant Jeannie Boulay. This year, Rubin's character discovers she is HIV positive.
It's the first time in television where a character who's HIV positive is going to live, you know, an intelligent, married, professional woman. It's not what most people think HIV means.
I thought you'd want to know.
There's a lot more for me to do as an actress, for sure, which is great, and it's always challenging and wonderful and rewarding in a lot of ways.
Did it ever occur to you to go to a different hospital for treatment?
My insurance is still a mess, and I know the doctor's here.
I know the doctor's here.
It's broadening people's awareness, that's for sure, and hopefully adding a little bit of compassion.
What's wrong?
Nobody's done that in a really long time. There are some good things that happen for Jeannie, but there's always complications.
It's going to be hard to carry that around all day.
It is.
This season, audiences will see a different side of the stern, no-nonsense Carrie Weaver, played by Laura Innes.
I think her kind of core place in the show is the same, that she's kind of meant to kind of aggravate situations. So that's fun. I've created a diagnostic code for the board. It's a list of a few hundred easy-to-remember two-letter combinations of our most common patient complaints. I always saw her as just somebody like who did her job and was very efficient. But from her point of view, you know, I never saw her as a big bitch or anything. Am I allowed to say that? But I know that some people have that reaction to her.
One more time. Big Show will be next.
Also returning to the breakneck pace of Chicago, Illinois' most famous ER is the dedicated supporting cast. Yvette Freeman, Ellen Crawford, Deezer D, Connie Marie Brazelton, Lily Maurier, Abraham Ben-Ruby, and Laura Cerrone.
Just lost the pulse.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Carter, put the tube in.
Oh, God.
Every time you get together to work with people in this intense kind of way, on any kind of film or any kind of show, your hope is always that it will really touch people and people will want to see it.
Oh, God, oh, God. Oh, I need my husband, please. Where's David, please? Where's David, please?
Background.
Action!
Since its debut, ER has earned 40 American Emmy Award nominations, won 9, and also garnered 39 awards worldwide. It's the highest-rated dramatic program on American television, and its international appeal is unprecedented.
The hugeness of it is something that you can't relate to personally. Was I really surprised? Not really, because it all felt so right.
I think it's a great time to be in television, and I'm very proud of this show.
You were together all night. She tested positive.
Do you think that I did cocaine? Is that what you're really asking me?
Should I ask?
You want a sample? You want me to piss in that mug right now? Would that satisfy you?
Here's a specimen cup.
You want to watch?
Just send it to the lab.
The producers of ER credit a talented pool of writers, actors, and directors, and their diligent commitment to creator Michael Crichton's original vision. An honest, consistent portrayal of real life in an ER trauma center.
The kind of code word that I had with John Wells and everybody else was not like TV. There is that quality of TV that has to do with, you just make it up because you can't be bothered to do the research. Therefore, the storylines start to have a sort of Hollywood quality instead of that eccentric, unpredictable thing that is what happens in real life.
Damn it! The liver's so fragile, my stick cut right through.
There was a lot of focus on getting real stories. The very best narratives, in fact, have been supplied to us. They came from outside. Nothing was made up.
You need to get this baby off the table.
All right, bag her faster, damn it!
When you have people in the medical profession coming up to you and saying, I watch your show, and short of a documentary, we find it to be very accurate, well, then obviously that's what you want.
What on earth were you thinking?
I told you there was debris.
And I told you not to do anything but close.
I think the show has worked everywhere in the world because we deal with very basic human fears and values.
Help my friend, please.
People come into this hospital all the time and die, and yet when you come into this hospital, you are cared for by people who you genuinely trust.
Why am I doing it again?
Because you were trying to learn a job where lives are at stake.
The idea always was that these were wonderful people despite whatever their problems were.
Is she gonna die? It is a possibility.
You get to cry and you get to enjoy the characters and you get to laugh and confront some of your fears and somehow come away feeling better about the human condition and about your own life.
I better get back to the ER. I'll see you later.